Has anybody else seen that video of the kangaroo man? Is that guy joking?
Everyone is asking my wife for a story time over the incident that went absolutely viral from Pigeon Forge over the weekend.
Come on, mother. Do it, Eric! Do not!
We've got a badass over here.
Why ain't nobody tell me y'all had kangaroos in the Rocky Mountains, man?
Come on, mother. Do it, Eric! Do not!
Let's get into the Kangaroo Man of Pigeon Forge. What it look like, TV?
I am back! What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians, we're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. Now today, y'all, I just got a story of this dude that they are cooking. They are frying my man every way you could fry somebody up over on TikTok.
TikTok!
He lost his composure in the Nike outlet parking lot. Now, we don't know what happened before the camera came on. All we know is what we see when the camera came on. So we're going to let my man, the quote-unquote victim in this story, explain to us the situation.
Everyone is asking my wife for a story time over the incident that went absolutely viral from Pigeon Forge over the weekend.
Come on, mother. Do it, Eric! Do not! Not with our
What the f*** was that?
Not with our kids. How dare you do that? Fuck out your car now! Rip kids! What is wrong with you? How dare you come around and follow us? How dare you do that?
I think you need to get a hold of him. Dude, your kid is crying.
Doing this in front of our kids.
Hey, come stop me then. Come stop me then.
Get the fuck
I
out.
was gonna do something.
You a clown.
So we were in the parking lot of the Nike clearance store, as a lot of people have seen, and we were going one direction, there was a vehicle going the other, and I honestly don't know what happened. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but both of the people were looking at me. The man and the woman that was in the video, they were looking at me like they wanted to fight me. The woman threw up her hands like I done something wrong again. I may have, I don't know. And they kept throwing up their hands and stopped as I was going on. And so I stopped. Well, then they go on, I go on. Well, I'm still circling the parking lot trying to find a parking spot and end up behind them. Well, they pull through into a parking spot and I go on. Just so happened they had pulled through 2 parking spots and went to another lane. And that happened to be the lane that I come traveling down through. And as I'm driving, I look over at a man and a woman staring at me like they want to fight. And I looked and I said, oh my God, that's that man and woman. And I stopped. And about that time, Kangaroo Man decided to start flopping his hands, and I'm assuming screaming and cussing. I couldn't tell. So I stopped the car, put it in park, opened the door, and I looked at him and said, is there a problem?
My nigga.
And at that point, his wife comes at me screaming. And I'm just standing there like, what? And I looked at her, I said, my problem's not with you, it's with him. And that's when he started getting belligerent. And at that point, that's when he takes his shirt off. So I'm assuming, okay, we have a fight. And at the very beginning of the video that my wife is recording, you see me come into frame. What I was doing was taking my watch off and tossing it in the car because I wasn't going to damage my watch over this idiot. And so I do all of that thinking, we're going to have a fight, and I'm expecting him to hit me as he's coming up flexing like he was and that everyone could see. And lo and behold, the video, well, the rest is history. He did nothing and walked off like he did something. And yes, I am the gentleman in the back saying, what the f*** was that? What the f*** was that? So that's your story time, everyone, and I hope you all enjoyed the entertainment.
One of my key observations that I picked up early in his video was he was willing to admit to being wrong. He didn't even know what he was wrong, but he was like, I could have did something wrong.
I may have, I don't know.
So it seems like he's a reasonable dude that you could have just talked to. It's kind of apparent that they was wound up because to take your shirt off, my guy, in the parking lot and you with your kids, you wound up in the whole run down with the kangaroo hop to hop your ass away, man. That was a horrible look. But anyway, all this went down in Pigeon Forge, the Pigeon Forge outlets, I guess. Where exactly is it, and what's it like around there?
So it looks just like the Scottish Highlands because they were actually part of the same ancient mountain range during Pangea times, and then they split apart. So it looks just like that, except it's littered with some of the most tacky, hideous man-made eyesores ever seen. But they're fun. So the town's largest employer is actually Dolly Parton because she built a Dolly Parton themed theme park called Dollywood. But it's not like weird and egotistical. She actually does more for the people of Tennessee than our government ever has. And in addition to all the rides at Dollywood, there's also a bunch of standalone rides off the side of the road that random guys just built in their yards, like full-blown roller coasters. So I don't know if those are up to code or what, but I am praying for anyone who stops and rides one of them. If you like mini golf or putt-putt, boy, is this the place for you. Pigeon Forge has more putt-putt places per capita than anywhere else in the world, I think. Same goes for go-karts. There's your standard touristy stuff, like there's a Madame Tussauds, but there's also a Titanic museum where the building is actually a replica of the Titanic. It's kind of like what I think you guys are thinking of when you think of America as a whole. You're actually thinking of Pigeon Forge.
I can't think of a better place for a kangaroo man to be running wild. Like I told y'all, they are tearing him up right now on TikTok.
Come on, mother. Do it, Eric! Do not! Do not!
This girl noticed her kittens could barely open their eyes.
What the was that?
Yeah, mess you up.
What was that?
Come on, mother.
Do it, Eric! Do not! Do not! Not with her.
What the was that?
I'll fuck you up.
Not with her.
Come on, mother. I'll fuck you up.
What the was that?
Fat fuck. Come on, mother.
Do it, Eric! Do not! Do not! Not with her.
What the was that?
I'll fuck you up.
Not with her.
Have y'all seen this mess?
Do it, Eric! Do not! Do not! Not with her.
Where the kangaroo people at every time I'm in the mountains?
Not with her.
What the was that?
I'll fuck you up.
Not with her. Do it, Eric! Do not! Do not! Do not! Do not!
Come on.
Do it, Eric! Do not!
Come on, mother.
Do it, Eric! Do not! With the kids!
Come on, mother.
Do it, Eric! Do not!
Come on, mother.
Do it, Eric! Do not!
Come on, mother.
Do it, Eric! Do not!
Come on, mother.
Do it, Eric! Do not! Do not!
You up. Come on, mother.
Do it, Eric! Do not! Do not! Not with
Hey, knock it the fuck off.
You know it's bad when you got the Cowboys fans making fun of you. You know it's bad. But my man pulled that old Bowflex out of the garage after Thanksgiving, and he been working out hard, man. He had to take that shirt off and flex on him. But on a serious note, man, the real misfortunate part about this whole video was all this went down in front of his kids. And there's a lot of people disgusted that all this went down, and my man was willing to go to these lengths in front of his kids.
It's actually embarrassing and sad as a grown adult to be acting like that. To not be able to regulate your emotions in front of your wife, in front of your kids, but also to be that unintimidating as well. Funny enough, my friends and I were actually in Pigeon Forge right down the road when this video was posted, so I'm kind of mad I didn't see it live. But anyways, watching the video, I felt really bad for the wife and the daughter because they were screaming at the dad being like, yo, stop it. Like, they're freaking out. They were like anxious, and I felt horrible for them.
Get the out of your car now! Rip, kids, what is wrong with you? How dare you come around and follow us?
As a grown man, to not be able to regulate your emotions, it's embarrassing, right? It doesn't make you tough. It doesn't make you cool. It doesn't make you, like, not to be messed with. It makes you look like an immature little kid. And guys who react like that in the video are the same ones who would be like, oh, I punch holes in the wall. When I get mad, I see red. You don't want to mess with me. That's not a flex. Because you know what ends up happening when you can't regulate your emotions? Incidents where you actually go to jail, where you hurt somebody, your career is over, where you ruin your life, all because you couldn't just walk away or diffuse a situation.
I felt everything that the young bull was saying, but I'm just confused on how that didn't apply to the wife also. Like how he painted her out to be innocent and the victim and all this, when everybody else is putting her in the same boat with him, right along with me. They both was wrong.
The viral video in Pigeon Forge right now is not funny to me at all because of these children that are involved. Yes, he looks crazy, stupid, whatever, but in just a few seconds you're going to hear that girl screaming out. I have edited most of it out because it's so sad, but they never go, and it's okay, baby. It's going to be fine. They never walk away. When do you say enough is enough? Now, the creators actually made a video in a story time, and they made another video addressing the kids about this because somebody actually says it in the comments. But who are these people, and do they act like this all the time with their kids? That's so sad, and they never address their children. She's like, oh my God, you're doing this in front of my children. No, you're doing that in front of your children. Ma'am, hello, your husband looks like a nut. And all over some assumptions because the guy who's recording and doing the story time has no clue what even happened. He says he saw them throwing their hands up, he saw them looking at him, and then he saw this crazy guy. So he took his watch off because it was apparent there was going to be a fight. These parents are screaming, acting like somebody else has done something wrong while their kids stand back there terrified and they act like fools.
This is what happens when bad parenting meets road rage.
With their kids!
Come on,
What are you doing, Eric? Do not! Not with our
What the f was that? Not only was Eric here pretending to be a tough guy who ended up doing nothing, his wife is in the back actively yelling at both him to get back and the people recording. We gotta make it happen. Let's make these two parents of the year because they did everything possible in their power to make sure that their kids left this incident traumatized.
Get the out of your car now! Rip, kids, what is wrong with you? How dare you come around and follow us? How dare you do that?
I think you need to get a hold of him.
Well, that's pretty much it, y'all. Just was showing y'all that because right now it's just tons of content and everybody going in on my man. And I think the lesson that we can all take from this is keep your composure, especially nowadays in public, because everybody has a phone. And it's always some jerk somewhere sitting in his basement ready to capitalize off your lowest moment, man. I hate them people, man. I hate them people. But anyway, man, this video right here gonna end like all the other videos. Hit me up in the comments section and let me know how you feel about everything you have just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.
First off, we are absolutely amazed at how many people have come from the incident in Pigeon Forge and just asked about us, which is weird to us. We're not those type of people, but we can answer some of this. First off, we are not from Pigeon Forge, and we're actually not from Tennessee at all. We're from Kentucky, although we do live fairly close, 2 hours or so from Pigeon Forge.
We do go down probably, depending on the time, like once or twice a month.
And there is a lot to do in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg and Sevierville. If you've never been, I highly recommend going. It's just all really, really, really expensive.
We have done majority of the super touristy stuff.
Basically, there's a tourist attraction for every single person in the family, and then some. There's a lot of family stuff. There's not necessarily like adult stuff to do, but if you drink alcohol, you will have an absolute field day down there. There is wineries and moonshine distilleries galore. But it's mainly like, if you've been to Myrtle Beach, just take the beach and the ocean away and put in a mountain, and you've got that little area. But again, we're just amazed that people are actually asking us questions about us.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
It's weird that it took an incident in a parking lot at the Nike clearance store to have done that. But, you know, we're pretty simple people. If you got questions, feel free to ask.
And a lot of people, too, are asking about that clearance store. We have never bought anything from there, and I don't really think that it's any cheaper than just buying it from a store.
And it is always way too busy to go in there. I wouldn't waste my time, to be honest.
Yeah. And also the Mexican across the strip. We've also never been there either. But the comments are saying it's good, so we'll have to check that out.
But the number one rule to remember in Pigeon Forge, evidently, is to watch out for kangaroos.